Dr. Gary Chapman's book The 5 Love Languages: How to Express Heartfelt Commitment to Your Mate is an interesting look at the complexities of human relationships, especially romantic ones. This insightful guide doesn't focus on a traditional plot or characters. Instead, it looks at the idea of love languages, which are basically the ways people show and accept love. In this life-changing book, Dr. Chapman, an experienced marriage counselor, talks about 5 different ways to show love. He says that each person has a main and a secondary love language. Words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch are all ways to show love. Dr. Chapman starts with words of affirmation to explain how some people show they love and want to be loved through compliments, words of thanks, or words of encouragement. Hearing "I love you" and other acts of kindness and praise have a direct effect on how these people feel emotionally. Quality time is another way people show they love each other. When their partners give them their full, complete attention, they feel the most loved. This can be done by having deep talks or doing things together. Next, we'll talk about getting gifts. This phrase isn't about materialism, despite what it might seem like. It's about the thought, effort, and love that go into a gift. For people who speak this language, the best gift or act of kindness shows that they are cared about and valued more than whatever was given up to get the gift. The 4th love language is acts of service. In this case, deeds say more than words. These can be small things like making a cup of tea, running errands, or any other jobs you know your spouse would like you to do. These acts show how much love and devotion there is. Last but not least, touch. People who show love in this way are very sensitive. With this love language, you can show love for someone by holding hands, kissing, hugging, or having sex with them. The main idea behind the idea of love languages is that couples often have trouble talking to each other because they don't understand each other's love language. Dr. Chapman says that the best way to show your love for someone is to speak their main love language, which may not be the same as yours. If you and your partner have different ways of showing love, it can make you feel left out and unhappy in the relationship. Dr. Chapman uses real-life examples from his years as a marriage counselor to explain these ideas. He also gives practical tips on how to figure out your own love language and that of your partner, and how to use this information to build a deeper, more fulfilling relationship. For example, if a husband's love language is acts of service, he may not feel liked even if his wife tells him "I love you" all the time if she doesn't help him with chores or other tasks. On the other hand, if her love language is words of affirmation, she might not feel loved even though he helps around the house a lot if he doesn't say it often. The main point of the 5 love languages is clear: when 2 people know how the other expresses love, they can communicate much better, fight less, and feel more emotionally connected. In Dr. Chapman's book, readers are encouraged to find out what their love languages are and use that knowledge to show their love in a way that means something to their partner. In the end, the 5 love languages is more than just a guide to relationships. It's a tool to help you better understand and interact with all the important people in your life, making your relationships stronger and more meaningful. It's a life-changing book that stresses the importance of understanding, empathy, and tailor-made dialogue for keeping relationships that work and last.